You are the beloved. You are the lover that never left you. You are formless, appearing as form, infinite, limitless, eternal, can never die, was never born. Playing with yourself by being everything, pretending to be singular so you don't exist. You are everything. You are everything. And everything that's appearing to happen is what you're longing for, is the infinite energy that you are, just appearing to shapeshift as everything that's appearing. So you are, if there's a seeking happening, you are, the seeking is what you're longing for. The thinking that this is not it is what you're longing for. The resistance to what is what you're longing for. The contraction is what you're longing for. The feeling of separation is what you're longing for. And once it's seen that that's it too, is when there's no more resistance to it. And that's when everything is seen to already be home, to already be heaven, to already be liberated. It already is. And no one's doing it. There's no me to get rid of. There is no individual to dissolve or to wake up from the dream. There's just an obviousness that there never was a me to wake up. There never was anything to change. Everything is just total perfection already. A soup of all qualities, including pain, including suffering. That is freedom. You are infinite, formless, boundless energy appearing as whatever is appearing to happen, which doesn't exclude anything. It includes everything. But there can appear to be a pushing away or resisting what's appearing to happen, which is the pretend analogy of getting thrown out of the garden, which is not really happening. Because even that's freedom, even that is the garden. Even the feeling of getting thrown out of the garden is the garden. You are freedom, you can't not be free. The pretend game of hide and seek is just for fun. Because you're already infinite, boundless energy. You are the infinite dreamingness, so you don't need anything. You don't need to wake up. And no one, there is no doer, there is no controller, there is no one in the body, there isn't even a body. So whatever's appearing to happen, even if there's a resistance to what's appearing to happen, which appears to hide or appears to make it feel like you exist, or makes it appear that the avoidance of your own absence is already absent, already doesn't exist, already isn't happening, already is freedom. So it's like swallowing itself whole. It's everything. You can't escape freedom. If there's a hardcore grief or resistance to feeling separated, that's what you're longing for. That's the duality that's wanting to come home. That's saying that there's absolute over here and there's relative over here, when really the absolute is the relative, which no one's doing anyway. There's no one choosing that. It's just appearing to happen. But once it's seen by no one, that even the separation, the contraction that's being resisted, or the me that's being resisted, is it, then it's game over. then it's the end of resistance. It's like a slingshot, and it hits the target, because the grief is what you're looking for, the pain is what you're looking for, the suffering is what you're looking for, the separation is what you're looking for, the contraction is what you're looking for, the duality is what you're looking for. It's all one. There is no duality. There's no non-duality, because even duality is non-duality. So there is no non-duality. There is no enlightenment, because everything's already enlightenment. So there can't be enlightenment. You already are all there is. So you can't get outside of all there is to attain it or become it. You are it. You are everything already. Already whole and complete, already divine, already complete perfection, appearing as whatever's appearing. You are appearing as this video, as this face talking, as these words that are appearing and disappearing. And you're singular, so you don't exist, and none of this is happening. It's just an appearance. Already free. So free that you don't even exist. So free that freedom is all there is. So free that there's nothing to do to be free. Because freedom is everything already. Whatever's appearing to happen is what you're longing for. Everything. This is everything, and nothing happened before this. And even this isn't happening. There never was a sufferer. There's no time. There never was suffering. There never was duality. There can't be. The thought, this is not it, is what you're longing for. The doubt that this can't be it, this can't be freedom, that's what you're longing for. The idea of it needs to look a certain way, or it needs to be an explosion, that's what you're longing for. That's it. That's everything. And it's impersonal. It's spontaneous. There already is no one, no doer, no thinker, no questioner. You are the beloved, dancing by being thoughts, by being doubts, by being contracted, by being anything that's arising. You are everything that's arising. You are what you're longing for. The seeker is the sought. The seeking is what you're seeking. And once it's seen that it's literally everything, it's the seeking, it's the longing, it's the suffering, it's all home. It just wanted to come home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's all coming up to be loved. And the resistance that's happening by no one already, that's already innocence and already freedom, appearing as resistance, is the refusal of what's appearing to happen as this isn't it, that's not it, but this over here is it. This bliss in the future is it. And that's the pretend game of hide and seek, which is just for fun, and it's not even happening, and no one's doing it. That's already freedom. Freedom is inescapable. It's every negative thought. It's every naughty behavior. There is no right or wrong. You can't get outside of the whole to be something, to be naughty or to be bad. Being naughty is wholeness. It's just pretend, like a play of life with no actor, No one in the seats watching. It's just happening. Just for fun. Pretending to be stories. Pretending to be a storyteller. Which is just ideas spontaneously arising from nothing is nothing. Disappearing is nothing. Total freedom. Nothing to get, nothing to become. Whatever's arising is it, is what you're longing for. Is you as the beloved, is you that's formless appearing as what's being perceived through senses, through sensations. You're not separate from it. It is and it isn't. It's not real, it's just an appearance. But you are the energy that is the appearance. And how beautiful. Being the formless that can't be seen. Appearing as form that can be seen. So that you can feel your non-self through every sensation. Through the mirror of appearance. You can't be seen, yet are seen. Wordless appearing as a word. Storyless appearing as a story. Timeless appearing as time. So it's literally everything. Hiding in plain sight by literally being everything. By being behaviors that you avoid. By being a headache from crying. By being anger. By being throwing a tantrum. And pretends to hide by resisting that and saying that's not it. I've got to always be in a state of bliss. It's got to always feel like peace. It's got to be silence. The words are silence. A heavy metal concert is silence. Music is silence. Everything is silence. There's no practice. There's no meditation. There's nowhere to get to. It's just this. Whatever's appearing to happen is liberation. Is enlightenment. Everything is. It's not esoteric. It's not spiritual. There aren't levels or hierarchies, or it's so ordinary that it can pretend to hide by seeking extraordinary. The ordinary is extraordinary. It's breathing. It's blinking the eyes. It's speaking about what you're going to have for dinner tonight. It's sitting in a chair. That's it. That's what you're longing for. That's the beloved. That's the absolute. Pretending to be relative. The absolute appearing as talking in stories. It includes all words, all thoughts, all emotions, all sensations. It includes sadness, pain, suffering, everything. There is no you already. There is no one suffering. There is no one in pain. There's just sensation of pain arising and emptiness being sensed by no one. Not separate from it. Intimacy. Full on aliveness appearing as whatever's appearing to happen. Even what you resisted is everything you long for. Is freedom. Already. It's not always what you want. It just is. Life doesn't see you. There is no you. It's just life happening, appearing and disappearing, playing, impersonal. It's permanent recess. When there's no kids left out on the playground of sadness and pain and grief, when everyone's allowed to play, it's all free, all liberated. And no one does that. It just happens. The resistance is no longer being resisted, no longer pulling back. And then the seeking disappears. You are everything, and you're not. You're singular, so you don't exist. And everything is an appearance. Formless energy appears real, but isn't. So you are everything that's appearing, and you're not. Emptiness appearing full, immortal, infinite, eternal, untainted, untouched. Can't be fucked with. Invincible. Whatever's appearing to happen and disappearing has no effect. You are whole and complete. You are infinite. Can never die. The seeking is what you're seeking. The longer is what you're longing for. The seeker is the sought. The longing is what you're longing for. You are the beloved. You are freedom. Seeking is freedom. Resistance is freedom. You can't escape it. It's so simple and ordinary. It's walking. It's breathing. It's moving the lips. It's talking about what you're having for dinner tonight. That is freedom. That is enlightenment. It's too simple. It's too ordinary. The words talking about what you're having for dinner tonight is the wordless, infinite appearing as words. The absolute appearing as relative. Whatever is appearing to happen is you as the infinite appearing. Whole and complete, total perfection, whatever's appearing, even if it's pain. Unconditional love appearing as pain, freedom appearing as pain. Impersonal. There is no person. You can't get outside of everything to be an individual or to be something. You are nothing appearing as something, which is still nothing. Something is an appearance. It's not real. It's not solid. It's not tangible. It's limitless, infinite potential appearing as form, which is formless. Already free. Whatever's appearing, talking in the story is liberation. Talking about what happened yesterday that never happened, but is being talked about is liberation. There's no duality, there's no separation, there's not avoiding certain words like I am or you or me. There's no resistance. There's talking in the story, but there's also emptiness. It's not real, so it's fun to talk in the story. It's not real, so it's not serious. It's playful. And even if it is taken serious or feeling real, that is freedom appearing as feeling real. And you, the infinite spaciousness, energy that's formless, couldn't experience being real without resistance. Resistance is existence. Couldn't experience what it's like to be free without feeling separated. Couldn't feel happiness without feeling sadness. It's all inclusive. It's unconditional love appearing as whatever's appearing to happen. All inclusive. All inclusive means everything. Nothing is excluded. No one was thrown out of the garden. Everything is the garden. You are the unknown that can't be known, can't be understood. Pointing to your non-self with words, and are the words at the same time. Liberation's just too easy. It's too easy and obvious by being everything. Too simple, too ordinary. Not something deeper or underneath, but whatever's appearing is it already. Appearing and disappearing, pretending to shapeshift is everything. The formless, infinite that can't be seen, being felt through the senses. Nothing is solid without the sense of touch. Solid is the sense of touch, which is just a sense. It's not solid. It's formless. It's energy. You're making love to everything through the senses, which includes thought and emotion. Senses are beingness, are the appearance. Seeing is being what's seen. Sound is not someone hearing it. It's not your sense of hearing the sound. It's hearing is sound. Hearing is being sound. being music, being the sound of words, the sound of voice, being it, which is and isn't, because it's not real, it's not really happening. You're singular, you can't exist. And this isn't happening. It's a beautiful play. There is no time, so there is no continuity. Singular, whatever's appearing to happen is everything, nothing before, nothing after. But there can be an abstraction of imagination that makes sense of what's appearing to happen into a story. For example, there's walking, and it can appear that you're in the body walking and it's continuous, but really it's like a single frame. Walking, immediate, that's everything. Ground, immediate, that's everything. Tree, immediate, that's everything. Bench, immediate, that's everything. And the body has disappeared. There is no continuity. It's total chaos, like the single frames, but then the imagination can piece it together to make sense of a story of, I'm walking at the park. There is no one in the body. There is no body. This is just an appearance. This spontaneous appearance, appearing, disappearing, but there can be an assumption that it's continuous. Being bench, being ground, being tree, being duck, all of it, just nothing appearing as duck, ground, bench, walking, singular, immediately what's happening, which is everything and nothing outside of it, nothing else before or after. Whatever's appearing is everything. And everything singular. So there can be a thought, I'm going to the park to walk, which is everything. Nothing before, nothing after. It's all alone. And then the body can do the opposite. The body can get in the car and go to the store. It's unaffected by what's appearing to happen because there is no other. So thought is singular. What's being said is singular. Has nothing to do with what's appearing to happen. There is no cause and effect. It's just spontaneous wildness. Wild, chaotic energy that sometimes appears as order or continuity. But there can be a not questioning it or just assuming that it's always there. But the body disappears and reappears during the day anyway, when you're washing dishes or reading a book or whatever, is whatever's being sensed is immediate and is everything. It is whole and complete, and there's nothing else. But how beautiful is the story, is life appearing as doing stuff or doing stuff that's not really happening. But how brilliant the imagination that can abstract, making sense of it, making sense of the chaos. You are the absolute. Being relative. The absolute is every word, every thought, every emotion, every feeling, every sensation, sensually being, energy, playing, and doesn't exclude anything, includes everything. Every behavior includes the body, includes pain, is everything. Everything. Whatever's appearing. What's appearing to happen is the mystery, is the unknown that can't be seen appearing as what can be seen, is mysterious, can be anything, infinite potential, limitless. This is the Big Bang. This is everything that could possibly be or not be. This. You are the unknown that can't be known. You can't know yourself. Even, this is just an example, like a fun, entertaining story. But imagine being the only one in the world, which, first of all, there wouldn't be a world or anything, which sums it up right there. But imagine being the only one in the world. You wouldn't know what you were without an illusion to mirror back to you what you are. You wouldn't be able to feel yourself or know yourself because you're not real. And you can't get outside of yourself to know yourself. But through the appearance of a mirror of contrast, of opposite form, shape, color, definition, pretend dimension, ideas, concepts, perceived through the appearance of senses. What can't be felt can appear to be felt, can appear to be seen through the mirror of contrast. I was looking at the word deliberate this morning. And it's funny because deliberate is the dream, is the illusion. There is no deliberate. There is no conscious intention. Every thought arises from nothing. Even intention arises from nothing. There was no intention to have an intention. There was no plan to have a plan. It just arises from nothing and disappears as nothing is nothing already. There already is no doer. There is no me to get rid of. But me, the energy of me, all it is resisting what is. Resisting, which is just avoiding your own absence, which is happening innocently. And the way to avoid or to keep the me that's an illusion is by avoiding what's happening, avoiding behaviors, avoiding thoughts, avoiding fears, avoiding. And so when there's spontaneously, by no one, a recognition that everything is it, everything's what you're longing for, including the behaviors that have been avoided, then the resistance dissolves, and there is no me. And it's so obvious there never was a me. It's so obvious that this is timeless. There is no past. Nothing ever happened. You were never born. You never suffered. And this isn't happening. So it's like a death of a story that didn't happen, which is not even a death because it didn't even happen. And it can be like a non-event where it's just ordinary. It's not some huge explosion. It's sitting, looking at a video, breathing, listening. That's it. That's everything already. Whatever's immediately happening it is what you're longing for. Is you as the beloved that can't be seen appearing as whatever is happening. Avoiding it pretends to hide, pretends to make it appear real. And then when there's no avoiding it, it's obvious it's not real. It's not happening. And there is no seeking. Avoiding seems to perpetuate seeking, which seeking is existence. But you're singular, so you can't exist. So that's an illusion. There is no seeking. It's amazing. Yay. If you want to book me for a one-on-one, go to my website under the description or join Patreon for group Zooms and join my newsletter if you'd like to find out about live meetings and blog post. Writing seems to be happening. Mwah. Yay, love you.